Grip Crusher.
Do you need someone in your life? Are you lonely? You need him. You love him. We first saw trolls in Skylanders when we saw Troll Greasemonkey in Chapter 5, Oil Spill Island. And they're just a basic troll. They try to swing their spanner at you and it's quite inaccurate. In the same level, we were introduced to the Blaster Troll, who is basically a long-range version of the Troll Greasemonkey. And he's not that great because it takes him a long time to shoot. So, like this clip, he might even not actually shoot you. You might be able to kill him first. Later on we see the Troll Grenadier, who is a long-range troll once again, but he's explosive. He chucks grenades at you, which after a little bit of time explode. They don't hit you on contact, which means they don't blow up when they touch you. The last bad guy of this chapter, it's the ultimate Mark 31 Troll Tank. Every tank has a weakness indeed, because this guy is pretty cool blasting you, but he has a very big weak spot, and then he just bursts out into a little troll who must have been controlling the tank. Chapter 12, Troll Warehouse, we see the Trollverine, which sounds like Wolverine, I think it's deliberate, and you need to wait for it to attack so that it's weak, and then you'll be able to defeat it. The last enemy of Sparrow's Adventure, Snout, 2 attacks and 1 ugly machine. It basically shoots at you with its nose, but then it can also stomp you. And just like the tank, when you defeat it, it blasts out and turns into a little tiny troll, which was controlling it in the first place. In Chapter 7, Willikin Village, we see the Mace Major, which is an orange looking troll. Not very much different to the normal troll. Also, I forgot to tell you, we are moving on to giants now. So this is the first troll of Skylanders Giants. In Chapter 8, Troll Home Security, we see the D-Riveter, which is a better version of the Blaster Troll from Sparrow's Adventure, because it shoots a lot more and it actually shoots way quicker than before. On to Swap Force, in Chapter 7, Twisty Tunnels, we see the Cadet Crusher, which is basically just a normal troll once again, except it looks better and it's the Swap Force edition. In the same chapter, we see the Boom Boss, which has a gun that somehow shoots out exploding barrels. They're so much bigger than the gun, I don't understand. But anyway, they basically shoot 2 at a time and they explode on impact, which unlike the Troll Grenadier, basically blows up when it touches you and also blows up after a certain amount of time also. In Chapter 14, Phantasm Forest, the Mace Majors make a fiery return, because each time they slam their hammer on the ground, fire appears now, making them much harder. Later in the same chapter, we see the bane of my life, Missile Mauler. It doesn't exactly lock onto you like the introduction shows, but it does change directions. It shoots and then it changes directions again, which makes it much easier for it to hit you, and it's really powerful. I don't understand. On to Trap Team now. In Chapter 3, Chompy Mountain, we see Trap Team's basic troll, which has a nice looking hammer, I have to say, or a mace. And they're just a basic enemy, but made into Trap Team's graphics, which are super good, and I think that it really works as a basic enemy. Later in the level, we see the first troll villain, who goes by the name of Bruiser Cruiser. And he likes to throw a ton of punches at you, but after a while his mech starts to stop work, which is incredibly inconvenient for him, and you get to shoot quite a lot of damage against him whilst he is not moving. But it doesn't last for long, so be careful. In Chapter 4, Phoenix Sanctuary, we see yet another troll villain, and they go by the name of Shredman. And man, this person attacks you like crazy, swinging their axe over and over again, and they only break down for a little bit, which leaves them vulnerable to attack. So be extremely careful when facing this villain. In the same level, Phoenix Sanctuary, we see another troll villain who goes by the name of Chill Bill. And he is an awesome dude, and he likes to freeze you with his gun, which doesn't do too much damage, but it just frees you so that other enemies can attack you with ease. which is why he is usually a support enemy. And yeah, as I said, he is quite usually an enemy and not a villain. Zooming over to the final level, we see Smokescreen, who is another troll villain, and he is a fire type, as you can see, because he's blasting out fire from his mech suit, and he likes to also chuck explosive barrels, more like petrol I think it is, because that is highly explosive and it sets on fire when it gets lit, and it does a lot of damage to your Scavenger, so beware of that. Apart from that, he's not that hard to dodge at all. Last troll villain is Trolling Thunder, and you can find him in the first expansion pack for Trap Team, which is the Nightmare Express. And this guy is pretty tough. You need to really avoid his attacks a lot because he shoots missiles over and over again with his tank, but he does like to taunt you, which is when he's not shooting, which is the best time for you to attack him, because for some reason he's stupid and he wants to make fun of you whilst shooting you, but he's not actually shooting you whilst making fun of you. I should probably stop talking now. In the same level, we also see the last troll enemy, which doesn't have a name, so I just call it the Flamethrower Troll, and clues in the name, it has a giant flamethrower, so you need to watch out for its flames. But don't worry, it doesn't shoot its flames all the time, so just wait for it to run out of fuel. Even though there's no troll bad guys in the other expansion pack, there is good ones, which you're never going to hear me say again. So, just keep that in your head, that I've said that trolls are good. Well, there's like one enemy in Superchargers, so there's that. We also see Boomer from the tech element for Scavenger Sparrow's Adventure. I mean, he is a troll, but he rebelled against all of his evil friends, and he became a Scavenger, defeating Chaos, which is very ironic since he's meant to be working for Chaos. And the last thing I'd like to point out is Glumshanks, who is apparently a troll. I always thought he was like a goblin or something. But yeah, he's in Scavenger's Academy. Obviously one of the best characters in my opinion in Scavenger's Academy, because he has the best personality out of quite a lot of them, I think. Because there's a lot of people that don't have very good personalities, but Glumshanks is one of them who is very funny. He always says the funny lines in the show. So yeah, that is it for this video. I hope you guys enjoyed, and I will see you guys in the next one. And also remember that I'm not going to be posting very much, so savor this video, because it's not going to be too many more videos this month. So yeah, I'll see you guys later.